So the trailer for the Super Mario Galaxy movie dropped a couple of days ago, and I have thoughts on it. The animation looks outstanding, and it looks to be another really good movie. But we'll have to see if in terms of whether it's going to be an improvement over the first movie. I've spoke about my opinions before. I can't remember which exact videos, but I talked about how the first movie was kind of flawed in terms of this and that and all that. There was different flaws of that first movie, but it was still a good movie. But I think that there are some concerns to be had with this movie. Obviously, I don't think one of them is that a lot of people are making this claim that, oh no, Rosalina is gonna be another girl boss, especially since she's voiced by Brie Larson. I'm like, first of all, Rosalina in the original Galaxy game wasn't a girl boss. Why do you think in the original Galaxy game she went to Mario for help? Just because she's powerful with magic doesn't mean she can do everything by herself. Most likely there'll be a reason, like in this movie, why she goes for Mario and the gang for help. Why Mario and them have to go help Rosalina with the situation that happens in this movie. The only thing I could probably say is there is a concern to be had with Peach being more a girl boss than she was. She was a tough princess in the first movie. I don't know if I would say she was a complete girl boss in the first movie like people claimed, but there is a concern of like Rosalina and Peach in this movie being just completely the same and very similar. There's no distinct difference between them. I can agree with that statement, but in terms of Rosalina being a girl boss, no. And also, Brie Larson is just voicing the character. It doesn't mean she's going to give a bad performance, and if she doesn't do any controversial thing outside of the movie, I'm not concerned with that at all. Anyway, what concern is to be had is something to do with another few factors. Number one, this movie, although it's called the Super Mario Galaxy movie, there seems to be a lot of elements from other Mario games, and I know that the first Mario movie had a lot of elements and wasn't just complete Super Mario Brothers. But if you're going to be calling this the Mario Galaxy movie, there wasn't that much Galaxy stuff in this trailer. And I know this is a first trailer, and you don't get much impressions from a first trailer. They're probably saving a lot of the Galaxy stuff for later. But this just doesn't, this trailer, it mostly focused on the beginning gag with Bowser at the beginning and just showing brief stuff there and that. They show Bowser Jr., which, Bowser Jr., yes, he was in Mario Galaxy games, but they're giving him a lot of the traits of the other spin-off games. And again, I know that these movies aren't supposed to be one-for-one adaptations of the games, but I don't know. There's a lot of stuff again, there's the whole sunshine angle, and there's also them going to a place that's in Super Mario Odyssey rather than Galaxy, which I'm like, why didn't you just save Galaxy for the third movie if you're going to have all these elements which don't really fit? There's especially a new poster with Mario and Luigi going to the Tostarena Kingdom, and I'm just like, why are they going to the Sand Kingdom, which is part of the planet, the Mushroom Kingdom planet, Earth or whatever, when this is supposed to be a Galaxy movie? Are you turning Sand Kingdom into another galaxy? No, that doesn't make sense, especially since in the first movie there was a montage showing this exact same desert. And also, are you going to have Daisy appear suddenly in this movie? This movie could be overcrowded with characters. Not to say that Daisy's going to be this movie. She might be teased. I don't know why again, we don't know why they're going to the Sand Kingdom, but it just doesn't make any sense. It just makes me feel like this Galaxy movie being the second movie is just kind of forced. It doesn't really make any sense. Again, they haven't showed much of the Galaxy stuff. They're likely saving that for surprise and whatever. But again, why does this have to be called a Galaxy movie if you're not going to be focusing all on the Galaxy stuff? Another thing I would like to say, like I said, I hope that there's not too many, there's not an overcrowding of the characters. And we don't know if they're saving some surprise cameos or appearances. Again, we don't know the context of everything in this movie, but if you're going to make this a superior movie to the first movie, especially since this is you. There's a lot of expectations when you're calling it the Galaxy movie to try a bit harder. Not to say you have to take things completely serious, but there needs to be more seriousness for like in Galaxy movie, especially since Rosalina has a deep backstory that is comparable to that of Shadow the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog movie 3, despite being called Sonic 3 and not being called Sonic Adventure 2, it was still pretty much a faithful adaptation or close to an it was basically, when my point is, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 was based heavily on Sonic Adventure 2. And again, I understand that these movies are taking elements from different Mario games, but why exactly, how does it all fit together? I know that this is the first trailer and they're probably saving a lot of surprises, but I'm just concerned about that. And I'm also concerned about them not being able to flash out every individual character and whatnot. I would like for there to also be a full orchestra score rather than have forced pop music. That was one of the major problems with the first movie. And yeah, like I said, I hope this movie isn't like, quote unquote, has a safe plot and it takes itself a little bit more seriously. Because it's very, I don't know how many times I have to stress this, but if you're going to call this the Galaxy movie, make it feel like Galaxy. But anyway, that's just a lot of thoughts I wanted to state. What do you think about this? Do you think my concerns are valid? And what were your thoughts on the trailer? And what are your thoughts on this Mario Galaxy movie? Are you excited? And are you concerned about stuff I've mentioned? Let me know down in the comments. I'll talk to you later. Bye.